In this video, I'm going to give you 6 reasons why you may not want to move to Germany. Hey y'all, thanks for clicking on this video. As you know, I love Germany and there's no other place I'd rather be. But in this video, I'm going to give you 6 reasons why you may want to consider not moving here. The first reason you may want to consider not coming to Germany is if you have thin skin. The Germans can be very direct, and this can come across as rude. And in the US, we kind of hem and haw around answers to questions, and we kind of try to give people the answers that they want. Germans don't do that. If you ask a question, you need to be prepared for an answer. And they're going to answer exactly the question that you ask. If you ask, does this shirt make me look fat? They're going to say, yes, I think it makes you look fat, if they think so. They're typically not going to give you an answer just to make you happy. So you need to be prepared for that. Don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers to. And ask the specific question that you want the answer to. So, because they'll answer exactly what you ask. Now, on the flip side to that is when you do ask a question, they're going to be honest. They're going to tell you what they think. If you ask, does this shirt look good on me? They're going to say, yes, I think it looks good on you, if they think so. So you can be sure that their answers are what they feel. And to me, that's refreshing. The second reason you may not want to come to Germany is if you don't like paying high taxes. Germany's strong public services, their employee protections, their healthcare system, and their welfare systems are some of the best in the world. But all of these services come at a cost of higher taxes. Salaries are generally lower in Germany than the US, and you pay higher taxes as well. For instance, say you make 50,000 euros per year in Germany, and your income tax is approximately 42%. You're also going to pay a 19% value-added tax, or a VAT tax, on items you purchase. Plus, you're going to have to pay into the Social Security system. So when you add that up, you're paying almost half of your salary, if not a little bit more, for taxes. On the flip side, the federal income tax rates range from anywhere from 12% to up to 37%, I believe. I'm not an accountant, but I believe that's the brackets. So you pay a lower federal income tax in the United States, but then you also have to add in, you pay a sales tax on most items you purchase. If you own a home, you pay property taxes on the home. And in a lot of states, you have to pay a state income tax. And then if you look at it, what do you get for your income taxes in the US? You get a crumbling infrastructure. You still have to pay for health insurance, which is basically another tax on your income. So when you add everything up, you're potentially paying about the same amount of taxes in the US as you would in Germany, but you're getting less for your money. So in my opinion, paying the taxes in Germany, you get a lot more for your money than you do in the US. But if high taxes are not your thing, and you don't care about the social infrastructure, the universal health care, free college, if you don't care about those things, then Germany may not be right for you. If you're still watching this video, thank you so much, I appreciate it. If you're enjoying this video and you're getting useful information out of it, please go ahead and click the like button. It helps me and it helps the channel to grow. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you click the bell icon so you'll get noticed when I post new videos. I post some new informational videos like this every Tuesday. If you live in Germany, what are some of the things that you don't like about it? Let me know in the comments, I'd like to hear. Now, the third reason you may want to consider not moving to Germany is if you can't stand bureaucracy. Now, there is no way to sugarcoat this. The German bureaucracy is terrible. There are forms upon forms upon forms for everything from going to buy a car to buying a cell phone or setting up an electric plant. And everything is done with paper. Apparently the Germans haven't heard of saving paper, which is kind of ironic because they're very environmentally forward. You're going to have to sign forms in triplicate or quadruplicate, if that's a word. So if you're a person who absolutely it drives you crazy and you can't stand bureaucracy, you may not want to come to Germany. Like I said, there's no way for me to sugarcoat this. I try to turn negatives into positives, but the German bureaucracy is just something you kind of have to deal with. So you either deal with it or you don't, and you're miserable. So the fourth reason you may want to consider not coming to Germany is if you're someone who gets depressed or you suffer from seasonal affective disorder with gloomy weather. Berlin averages about 106 rainy and snowy days per year. Cologne averages about 133 days per year, and Munich averages about 129 days. In the winter, it's gray and overcast most of the time, and it's cold, and it gets dark really early. So if you're someone who has trouble with this and really gets depressed in the wintertime, Germany may not be for you. Now, there are things you can do to mitigate this. There are lights you can buy, things like that. So you may want to consider that before you decide to move to Germany. Now, on the flip side to that, the spring and the summer are beautiful. Now, there usually are a couple weeks in the summertime when it's really hot. It's been getting up into the upper 90s this summer, and it's been getting hotter over the last few years in the summer due to climate change. But the spring and the summer are generally the best times to be in Germany. So if you can put up with the winter, you get the benefit of having an amazingly beautiful weather in spring and summer. The fifth reason you may not want to move to Germany is if you're unable to adapt to other cultures. Now, this really goes for moving to any country. If you're unwilling to adapt and embrace another country's culture, you may just want to consider staying home. The more you adapt and the more you learn about the culture, the more comfortable and at home you're going to feel. And that includes learning the language. If Germans, say, were to come to the US for a vacation, they wouldn't expect you to speak German. So why do we expect them to speak English, even though a lot of them do? To me, if you at least put the effort into trying to speak the language, they're going to respect that and help you out. And also, learning the language helps you adapt more to the culture and to the country, and you'll enjoy your experience a lot more if you just try to learn the language. Also, you need to get out there and see the country, see and experience things. When I was in the military, I knew so many people who just stayed on base and never left, and they were miserable. And to me, that made me sad, because they were just missing out on so many opportunities to see beautiful things and to learn a beautiful culture. So if you're in the military and you're PCSing to Germany, get out there. Maybe take a German class. I know living on base you're insulated and you don't really have to learn the language to get along, but try to learn at least some so you can communicate when you're traveling. It'll help you enjoy your experience a lot more. Finally, the sixth reason you may want to consider not moving to Germany is if you just have a problem with forcible community spirit. The Germans are very rule-oriented people, so if they see you doing something that is against the rules, they're going to let you know. If you jaywalk across the street, they're going to tell you, no, you shouldn't do that. You cross at the crosswalk. A lot of apartment complexes will assign cleaning duties to the tenants. And if it's your week to, say, sweep the common area and you don't do it, you're going to get some dirty looks and you're not going to be very well liked by your neighbors. So if you're somebody who can't handle this kind of community spirit and this kind of involvement with other people, Germany may not be the right place for you. Overall, if you choose to come to Germany, I think you're going to be very happy. And these are just a few things you may want to consider before moving to Germany. If you have any questions about moving to Germany, let me know in the comments. I'd love to help you out. I'll leave my contact information for Facebook and Instagram in the description box as well. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please go ahead and click the like button. It helps me to know what my viewers like to watch, and it helps the channel to grow. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit the bell icon so you'll get noticed when I post new videos. Until next time, I will see you later.